Hey guys, Tech Timmy here. So this morning I am happily unboxing my first ever drone. I went with, this is the Holy Stone HS for Holy Stone 440. Technically, I think this is probably be called a mini drone because of its miniature size. It's not a gigundo drone, but it is it does have some pretty cool features. And yeah, I'm super excited. So I'm like a little kid when it comes to this stuff. So ages 14 plus, it's a toy for sure. I can't wait to get it in the air and just to sort of get accustomed to what, sort of the benefits of a drone and all that good stuff. I live on the coast here in Nahant, Massachusetts, so this has an HD camera capability that can also take video, and I'm looking forward to capturing some footage of the coast here, which I think is, for me, probably the most exciting part of it, in addition to being able to spy on my neighbors. Just kidding, neighbors, just kidding. We won't be doing any of that, but I bought my son's similar drones for Christmas this year. It is now March, early March. We have yet to fly my sons have yet to fly their drones just because they're so busy. My kids are 23, ages 23 and 20, but they're bringing theirs over today. So then I bought this one for myself, and so each of us will have a drone, and maybe we'll play, bumper drones in the air or something, with the hope that they don't come crashing to the ground. But yeah, this one has an HD camera. It has a circle fly capability, which I guess that's probably a set it and forget it type thing. But got my Epic unboxing knife out here. It looks like I'm only going to need it for that little tabby thing, but we'll see. So without further ado, let's get the HS440 Holy Stone drone out of the box. And yeah, so this just opens, which is nice. It looks like there's a case inside wrapped in plastic, so pretty cool. Yeah, the other thing I'll say is just real quick about the box. So 2.4 gigahertz network, I believe, is the Wi-Fi network that's needed to charge and configure and all that good stuff. So you want to be on a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network as opposed to 5K. A lot of these, a lot of smart devices and a lot of devices like drones and so forth still rely on that 2.4 gigahertz network. Your router, most routers still will support both 2.4 gigahertz and 5K. So I'm just going to take the outer plastic off. And ooh, nice little, that's a nice case. It's got kind of a hardness to it, but it's also soft, if that makes sense. And yeah, I love the color black, and it just looks like a quality case with some quality zippers. Generally companies will skimp on stuff like that, but yeah, this looks nice. It's got a nice feel to it also. So excited about that. And then we'll just take this out of the box here, and right off the bat, we have a protective covering, styrofoam E-ish type thing, which is nice. So I want to remember how to put this back. So obviously that goes, there's the controller, and two little handles from the controller. So I think I'll be able to figure that out on getting it back in the box. And then the controller is here, and it feels a little plasticky, if I'm being honest. And presumably the batteries are going to go here, and they do. And it looks like I'm going to need, those look like AAA. Indeed they are, and I do have some AAA batteries in the cabinet here, so we'll get those in. That looks easy enough. And this looks like it lifts up to reveal that I'll bet is the power button. And then there's a low and a high mode here. And I think this is for your cell phone, yeah. So I'm hoping I just got the new iPhone 13. It looks like it should fit in there nicely. So that's where your cell goes, and there's controls on your cell phone as well as here, from what I understand, as well as the video capability, so you can actually see what the drone sees on your smartphone, which is super cool. My understanding is that this will work with my iOS device. I can't remember if Android is supported, but I'm assuming probably it is. And then so here's the drone itself, and yeah, it's little, and it feels very, very lighter than I expected. So, and then you open the wings here. I'm gonna make sure I'm doing this right. I don't want to break it before I get it in the air, but yeah, so it's even smaller. I did say mini drone for sure. It's a little smaller than I was expecting, and it feels a little more cheap than I was expecting. So it feels plasticky, but for a starter drone and for something that was it as inexpensive as this was compared to some others, I think this is probably a good starter drone for me. And if I love it, I will graduate to something a little bit nicer for sure. So there's the camera on the bottom. I think that has a little give to it. So I think we have the ability to control that using the app. And then presumably that's where the battery goes. My understanding is these batteries require a charge ahead of time. So I'll show you what the battery looks like. I doubt that it comes charged up. I really don't know. But other drones and talking with my friends and so forth that have them, you got to charge the batteries up at a good clip initially. So that's a battery. It looks like there's a backup battery as well, which is cool because these things don't have that. I can't remember what the runtime of this is, but certainly it's not hours. I think it's measured in minutes. So it's nice having that backup battery because if you want to go out for a little longer, you just swap them out. And I'll actually put something in the description in terms of what the runtime is. I can't remember, sorry. And then so here's the documentation, instructions for use. Looks like a hefty manual for such a little guy, but a lot of directions. Wow. Oh, so it's in multiple languages, obviously. Let me just see. It looks like maybe American and German. So just rifling through. Again, these manuals today make me crazy. I'm a technical writer by trade. That's how I got started on all this. And look at the little itty bitty type. I have readers on top of contacts, and I'm gonna need to get my magnifying glass out to read this guy. Tech companies everywhere, make your manuals use a little bit of a higher typeface, please. So what's in the pad, just exactly what we're going over. We got the drone, the transmitter. So this is, the remote is known as a transmitter. The battery I just showed you. Charging cable is in here, presumably. And indeed, there it is. So we got the charging cable, some extra propellers. Presumably those would get bent. A screwdriver? I don't know if I saw a screwdriver, but maybe it's in here. Yeah, indeed, they give you a screwdriver. That's kind of nice. Instructions for you. So this is Holy Stone is a very well-known drone company, and they make all manner of drones from high-end to starter drones such as this one. So there's a lot to it. See, you've got pairing, calibrating, unlocking, and so on and so forth. So I would say follow the instructions carefully and follow them to a T if you want to have success with getting your first flight off the ground. And then so we did some additional languages and so forth in the back, which is fine. There's an interesting diagram back here. Again, it's so small I can't read it, but that's in German, it looks like. So all right, so maybe about a third of that book is English instructions, which is fine. And then here, just for sake of completeness, I'll take this out of the box. So there's a little screwdriver that it includes, kind of neat. I'm guessing that's for the propellers, and that looks about right. So so that if you want to swap out the propellers, if one breaks or what have you. And then here's your extra, lots of extra propellers. Wow, propellers falling everywhere. That's what the propeller looks like. Very sort of, I guess like fly wing like, just kind of interesting. The clear propellers, and I like the black. So the contrast in the sky, be able to see it better than some of these have a white to them. And I thought, man, if there's clouds out or whatever, I'm not gonna have a hard time seeing that. And then so here is the battery charger. I'm gonna get this going. Looks like standard USB. I have plenty of power bricks around and USB ports available, so that won't be an issue of any type. So I really want to get this charged up before my kiddos show up in a few hours here with their drones, and we're gonna go and have a little do some drone flying. So anyway, there you have the Holy Stone, hold on, I forgot the model, 440, the HS 440 drone. And again, for me, I'm new to this, so starter drone, ages 14 plus. You know, if you're a 14-year-old, to me, there's a lot involved with, you know, charging and calibrating and so forth with these things. So I would say, you know, mom and dad, you know, if you've got a 14-year-old, maybe 14 to 16, 17-year-old, you're probably going to want to help them out with this to get it off the ground. But anyway, so hopefully you got some value from this video. I just had really wanted to get this out of the box and show it to you guys. I think I'll do a separate video showing the drone in action. I actually have a second camera now, so I will be able to film the drone even as I'm using my cell for control. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. And when I do publish that video, I'll put a link in down in the description. So yeah, if you're getting any value from this video, if you just wouldn't mind giving me a quick thumbs up, it really helps out the channel a lot. And mad love and appreciation, and consider subscribing. I do all sorts of videos about tech. Tech Timmy signing off for now. Enjoy flying your drone if you get one. Yay, bye.